As a reminder, it's the operator's responsibility to check the roadway maintenance machine and high rail components for compliance with applicable federal regulations and railroad operating and safety rules. This must be completed prior to using the machine at the start of the operator's work shift. If the operator finds a non-complying condition that cannot be repaired immediately, the machine must be tagged and dated in a manner prescribed by the employer and reported to the designated official. If the FRA finds a high rail vehicle operating with a non-compliant condition that has not been properly tagged or reported, FRA will presume that the high rail has not received a proper inspection prior to operation of that shift, unless the operator or employer can show the defect developed after the inspection was performed. If multiple employees use the same equipment during the same work shift, it's expected that only the first employee will inspect the equipment for that shift. Operation of an on-track roadway maintenance machine with a non-compliant condition must follow all of these requirements. An on-track roadway maintenance machine with headlights or work lights that are not in compliance may be operated for a period not exceeding 7 calendar days and only during the period between 1/2 hour before sunrise and 1/2 hour after sunset. A portable horn may be substituted for a non-complying or missing horn for a period not exceeding 7 calendar days. A fire extinguisher readily available for use may temporarily replace a missing, defective, or discharged fire extinguisher on a new on-track roadway maintenance machine for a period not exceeding 7 calendar days, pending the permanent replacement or repair of the missing, defective, or used fire extinguisher. Non-complying automatic change of direction alarms, backup alarms, and 360-degree intermittent warning lights or beacons shall be repaired or replaced as soon as practicable within 7 calendar days, and a structurally defective or missing operator's seat must be replaced or repaired within 24 hours or by the start of the machine's next tour of duty, whichever is later. The machine may be operated for the remainder of the operator's tour of duty if the defective or missing operator's seat does not prevent its safe operation. Next, we will discuss good faith challenges. You should be familiar with this rule from your roadway worker protection training. An employee operating an on-track roadway maintenance machine or high rail vehicle shall inform the employer whenever the employee makes a good faith determination that the machine or vehicle does not comply with FRA or railroad regulations or has a condition that inhibits its safe operation. After making a good faith determination, the employee may refuse to operate the machine or vehicle. The employer shall not require the employee to operate the machine or vehicle until the good faith challenge is resolved. Each employer shall have in place and follow written procedures to assure prompt and equitable resolution of challenges resulting from good faith determinations. These procedures shall include specific steps to be taken by the employer to investigate each good faith challenge, procedures to follow once the employer finds a challenged machine or vehicle that does not comply with FRA regulations or is otherwise unsafe to operate, and the title and location of the employer's designated official. We will now briefly review the requirements of lockout-tagout principles. This is not intended to convey training in the techniques for the control of stored energy. When it is necessary to perform service or maintenance on a machine, the qualified employee performing the work must follow proper steps for lockout-tagout. The purpose of lockout-tagout is to make sure equipment and machinery is properly secured during servicing or maintenance. Lockout-tagout is required when there is a potential for injury by the unexpected energization or startup of the equipment or machinery, or the release of stored energy in mechanical, electrical, pneumatic, gravity, and hydraulic-controlled systems. Always refer to the operator's manual and the railroad's or employer's procedures for specific lockout-tagout steps for your machine. Before beginning any machine service, inform everyone in the work area that the lockout-tagout device is going to be applied to the equipment. To apply lockout-tagout, make sure all energy-isolating devices on the specific equipment are deactivated and in the safe and locked position. Place a lock and tag directly on the energy-isolating device or devices, and ensure the tag or lock identifies the person performing the lockout-tagout. To ensure a machine is locked out, attempt to operate controls. If something energizes or moves, the machine is not locked out. Once maintenance or repairs are complete, remove all tools from the work area. Be sure systems are fully reassembled. Conduct a head count to ensure everyone is clear of the machine or equipment, and notify everyone in the work area that the lockout-tagout device is being removed. The person who applied the device must also be the person to remove it. The only exception is an emergency. You can now reactivate the machine and confirm repairs were done correctly. If additional repairs or adjustments are needed, shut down the machine or equipment and reapply the lockout-tagout devices. When equipment repairs are necessary, it's important for both employers and operators to understand the FRA rules applicable to ordering parts, scheduling repairs, and operation of that equipment. Following the report of a defect, the employer must order the necessary part or parts to repair a non-compliant condition by the end of the next business day. Except as provided in regulations, the non-compliant condition shall be brought into compliance as soon as practicable within 7 calendar days. If the condition cannot be repaired within 7 calendar days, the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle shall be placed out of on-track service. Some conditions may require the machine be taken out of service until repairs can be completed. And when scheduling repairs, keep in mind that employers are subject to the availability of parts. The employer may continue to use the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle with a non-compliant condition until receiving the necessary repair part or parts, subject to the requirements of the good faith challenge rule. If a necessary part is temporarily unavailable, the employer must repair the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle within 7 calendar days after receiving the part. If a non-compliant condition is not repaired within 30 days following the report of the defect, the employer must remove the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle from on-track service until it is brought into compliance. If the employer fails to order a part necessary to repair the reported non-compliant condition, or if it fails to install an available part within the required 7 calendar days, the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle must be removed from on-track service until brought into compliance. Employers are required to maintain records pertaining to compliance with this section and retain each record for at least 1 year. Records may be kept on the on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle or at a location designated by the employer. These records need to be made available for inspection and copying during normal business hours by representatives of FRA and states participating under Part 212 of this chapter. Records may be kept on forms provided by the employer, by electronic means, or on the on-track roadway maintenance machines. When towing is necessary, the FRA has specific rules to ensure it is done using the safest means possible. When used to tow push cars or other maintenance of way equipment, each on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle must be equipped with a towing bar or other coupling device that provides a safe and secure attachment. An on-track roadway maintenance machine or high-rail vehicle not be used to tow push cars or other maintenance of way equipment if the towing would cause the machine or high-rail vehicle to exceed the capabilities of its braking system. To determine the braking system limit, the employer must consider the track grade or slope, as well as the number and weight of push cars or other equipment to be towed. While this course has focused on safety procedures for the operator and employer, there are simple steps everyone can take to provide a safer work environment, like housekeeping. Keep on-track roadway maintenance machine floors, decks, stairs, and ladders free of oil, grease, or any other obstruction which has the potential to create a slipping, falling, or fire hazard. It's worth it to take a few minutes to clean up your work area. Dispose of trash properly, never on the ground. Always keep tools and equipment properly secured on machines and high-rail vehicles. And finally, in addition to the materials presented in this course, operators must be familiar with their machine manuals. Safety is of utmost importance in the railroad environment. Whether you are an operator or working on the ground, you must comply with all rules that govern roadway maintenance machines and high-rail vehicles. These rules are critical to your safety and the safety of those around you. Now, let's pause for one last review.